New at 10, if you were watching ABC's The Bachelorette tonight, you heard an important but sensitive conversation about suicide and mental health.
It's a topic that affects more people than you may imagine and is becoming a crisis in our state. According to the Alabama Department of Public Health, Alabama had a higher rate of suicides than homicides in 2019, and the suicide rate for Alabama has been consistently higher than the U.S. rate.
But help is out there. Wait 31's Megan Reyna reached out to a mental health professional to learn about the symptoms of a mental health crisis.
Especially during this holiday season, many people may begin suffering from a mental health crisis, and health experts want to make sure everyone knows the signs to look out for if someone you love is in trouble. Joycelyn Henry is the chief clinical officer at Wellstone Behavioral Health. She says there's 5 signs in particular to look out for. The first,
noticing that they are withdrawing from other people.
Henry says oftentimes people experiencing depression will isolate themselves. Number 2,
May not be interested in the activities that they once were interested in.
Is your loved one suddenly giving up on a passion of theirs? Henry also says it's important to look at any sudden changes in the way they go about their everyday life, which brings us to sign number 3. Are their eating or sleeping patterns different? Another sign,
They may just be down and out for longer periods of time than what's normal to them.
And finally, are you noticing an abundance of stress or anxiety in your loved one? Henry says the pandemic has caused more people to experience these symptoms.
They are not able to maybe meet financial obligations, maybe not socializing because of the pandemic the way that they once were.
Not everyone's mental health will look the same, but Henry says it's important to be honest with those you care about if you're noticing these changes.
If it's been happening for several weeks and they're not getting out of the position where they once were maybe flourishing in, then more than likely it's time.
And there is hope that you will get better. Henry has been in this field for more than 20 years. She continues doing what she does because of all the people she's seen find happiness and peace through proper care.
I'm in this field to see the progress that I know individuals will and can make if they just reach out and get the help that's needed.
And if you yourself are noticing these changes, talk to someone. Henry says there's always someone willing to listen and address those feelings. Megan Reyna, Wait 31 News.
All right, Megan, thanks. And if you or someone you know is struggling with thoughts of suicide, please call suicide prevention at the number there on your screen.